Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown. On a journey, you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown. On a journey, you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up. Three, two, one.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us?
Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Here. Once RJ comes to me and wants a snack right when the show's about to start.
Where's my snack?
I know. I was like, and she's trying to climb up onto the shelf.
Sorry, Dad, I didn't know.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna get him some milk. Do the card first. Welcome to the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show, by the way. This is Ryan.
That's Ryan. He's doing dad duty.
I'm doing dad duty. I've been sitting here for like an hour, and now all of a sudden, he's like, I was like, okay.
He's
I'll be
doing
right back.
dad duty. So I am going to pull a card for the collective tonight and see what it is we need to know for this next week. Let's see. All right. Ooh. Okay, let's pull off the top. I'm gonna pull a different one. That was the same one from last week. So let's pull another one. But that we got the skeleton again with this strength, which means your internal struggles and stuff. You're stronger than you believe, and all of that. But I feel like we need something else to go with that if it's coming up again. John just messaged me. He's having trouble getting in.
Of course he is, because every time we do the show nowadays, people can't get into the show.
So,
oh my goodness. Yeah, Ashley was having a hard time with getting in, but she got in.
Okay, let's see. All right. Skull of Light Illumination. So we had the skeleton. We got skeletons everywhere, right? Woo, there we go. I feel weird. I'm on the wrong side, Ryan. So we got skeleton strength, right? So like, we sometimes have to dig deep and, underneath it all, we're stronger than we always think we are. And then I got the Skull of Light. And it says illumination. Illumination. So I think with, having strength and being stronger than we think we need to know, we think we are, I think it is a wise decision too, when you're going through those things where you have to dig down deep and be strong, to then kind of remember when you're going through those trials to make sure you look for the positive in things and bring in the radiant light, as you will, the illumination to whatever it is you're going with. Look on the bright side of things. And that sounds so cliche, but kind of look and say, what is the lesson? Or like, not so much, why am I going through this? Or, oh my gosh, why me? Just go, what's happening? Why is this happening? What's the lesson? Try to put a flip on it and to see if you can make it, a little more light so you can work through that. All right. What do I need to tell John?
I don't, it depends on where he's.
Let me ask him what he's on.
Yeah, how he's doing the show.
He's probably on his computer.
And yeah, Keith, I did the imagination from a SpongeBob or illumination from the SpongeBob episode.
All right.
I think it was called, what was it? When they're in the box and they're pretending they're like use their imagination.
I see we don't
You know
have
how strong
Shonda
you
either,
are.
do we?
No. Well, let's see who's in here. Shonda Brooks is in.
Good. Shonda made it. All right.
Shonda made it.
He's trying to he's on a tab and it's saying access blocked. That's a new one.
Access blocked. We
blocked.
send him a new link here. What the heck is going on with this restream? Let's see. How does find this thing here?
I don't know that I've ever seen the access blocked.
You know, it makes me wonder. Let's see here. Let me go back. Oh yeah, it is National Sweater Day, by the way.
National Sweater Day.
Sweater Day, and we didn't even need
Didn't need a sweater till tonight.
No.
Was I the only one that went outside as often as I could today? Was anybody with me?
Oh, I was outside, definitely.
Every time I could get a 5, 10, 15-minute break, I was heading out the back door.
I sent him a new link.
Okay.
So hopefully, he can get into this exclusive party we have here. Get into the VIP access to the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. Hopefully it works.
Yeah,
We've had problems.
I just heard a doo-doo. Who was that?
I think we have here. We've got John Sullivan.
Woohoo! He got in.
John Sullivan's in the queue, guys. Sorry about the interesting beginning of the show. What's up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
This is Rhonda.
Better late than never.
We had to get snacks. We had to read a card and then pull another card because it was the same card from last week. And
exactly. We're on top of things.
Help people get in, but we're here.
Yeah, we are here. We are ready to have a good time. It's National Sweater Day. It's Facebook's birthday, so we'll have a big birthday celebration for Facebook.
Woohoo!
Yay! Party time.
We're streaming there right now, so
yeah, we are. So happy birthday, Facebook.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna give a paranormal shout out to Roman playwright Plautus, or Platus, I guess Plautus. He wrote the first play, Mostarelia. It is the earliest known work to feature a haunted house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of appropriate. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Trying to teach people about the paranormal. Going way back.
Well, see, that just shows way back it was even a consideration for them at that point.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sure they had ghost stories around the campfire, but they weren't written down.
That's right.
Or spirits of the woods, stuff like that. We got everything. Yep. Hey, Courtney Nicole is here.
Woo-hoo.
Kevin is on with us. Welcome.
Susan, Keith, Michael Brooks, Howie,
Mr.
Angela
Odell
Ellison
in the house.
Keith
Awesome.
Ottersberg, Lois Clark. All the cool people have tuned in.
Got Sarah Rage. Sarah Rage.
I love her name.
On with us. That is so cool. We have such an awesome group of people hanging out with us tonight.
We do.
Before we go to our guests and our guest hosts, we got to learn some slang from the 1940s.
Hit me with it.
The stuff we need to bring back from the 1940s. If you were to lay an egg,
I was to lay an egg.
Lay an egg. What would you be?
Chicken.
I mean, that's true. What?
If I was to lay an egg.
If you were to lay an egg, that means you were boring. That girl, she completely laid an egg. on our date the other night.
That sounds like they farted.
Definitely not an Abel Grable.
Oh God.
Oh,
Laying
laying
an egg sounds way different than boring.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if someone laid an egg in front of me, I would not think that was boring. I would
Be in awe.
I would consider that the opposite of boring.
No, I'd be in awe. I'd be calling somebody.
Would you, if someone laid an egg, and would it be cannibalistic if you ate it? If
somebody laid an egg, would you want? If a human laid an egg, would you want to eat it?
I mean, I wouldn't be the first one, but if somebody ate it before me, it said it tasted good. I don't know. Questions that need to be answered.
Things that make you go,
Like those eggs that chickens lay that are not meant for like hatching, you know? I don't know.
Unfertilized eggs.
I mean, I'm sure it's like it'd have to be happen like in the early set like 1600s or something. It'd be like established thing throughout the years, and it's like it's okay to eat because everyone else is doing it, you know.
You know, I have to wonder how we ended up eating a lot of the things we eat.
Yeah, whose idea was it to put like peanut butter and jelly together or something like that, you know? Oh, this tastes good. And then it catches on. It's got to spread. And I make stuff that tastes good all the time, but no one wants to eat it. Yeah. How's it go from like, without internet, without any kind of like social media, it's just stuff that spreads. Oh, you put milk on cereal. Who's the first person to do that? And everyone's doing it now.
I was thinking more like eating oysters and things of that nature. But you've taken it to a whole new level. I mean, there you go. Who decided peanut butter and jelly was good?
Yeah, it's all slimy.
Not a person who lays an egg. They wouldn't be boring.
What the hell are you talking about? You know what, Kalina? I barely know what I'm talking about. Talking about humans laying eggs. My mom fed eggshells to the chickens for stronger shells. I told her that was cannibalism. She didn't listen. If pigs eat bacon, are they cannibal pigs now?
Yeah. Guess.
Yeah, you taste everything. Yeah. I probably draw the line at human eggs, though. I gotta try a line somewhere. I won't taste everything on a YouTube
Absolutely
video.
Not.
That's something. Oh man! So tonight we've got a special show for you. We've got Rhonda is going to take a side step over to the guest portion of the show, and I brought in two very awesome co-hosts to help me out tonight. We've got, let's see, the lovely Ashley Herndon. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
And the impeccable Kristen Coleman.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Wearing her ASPS shirt.
Yes, see?
Nice. Representing.
I hope to wear it tonight, trying to represent.
Yes, representing the crew. You guys are going to take over the interview.
Awesome. Scare them, Ryan.
I'm still stuck on the egg thing, so I don't know.
See, now I'm glad I do get to be a guest because I can leave that in the past.
Yes, we have established that we will not eat eggs, human eggs, for YouTube views. You gotta draw the line somewhere.
You decided that I won't. You are questionable.
I said I said I will not eat human eggs.
You said you would let somebody else go first. You didn't say you wouldn't do it.
If it was like, let's say someone ate them like in the 1600s and like everyone's eating them from like 400 years and it was established that like it was okay to eat them, then I would be like, okay, I'll try it. But if it's like two people eat them, and they're, I would not do it. It's got to be an established thing.
Okay.
Grow up. Grow up on human eggs, you got to be something like that.
We all came from a human egg. Right?
At some point, we did.
Yeah. Yes. I'm talking like chicken eggs, So this is the kind of in-depth conversations we have on the Freakin' Awesome Paranormal Show.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're very philosophical here on the show. All right, let's welcome the folks from Fredericksburg Paranormal Research and Investigations, which is a mouthful, which I'm glad you guys changed it to FPRI because it's a lot easier to say. First, we've got Shonda Brooks coming at you. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
And next, we've got the impeccable, the man himself, John L. Sullivan. What is up, brother?
How you doing?
We are here and ready to talk about FPRI. Welcome to the show, guys. Hope everyone's doing well.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna let one of the girls start asking questions here.
Yeah, I'd love to.
You could at least get them started, Ryan.
All right.
Come on now.
All right, we'll start off. Start with John, then go to Shonda, then Rhonda. We'll keep this order with each question, okay? So we're not talking over each other. How did you get started in the paranormal?
Oh well. Watching TV shows like everybody else. Thought about doing this in 2009, 2010. I said, let's give it a whirl. So formed a team, and just started buying equipment, looking for places to go. And you fast forward it to now, and here we go. Pretty plain and simple. Go ahead.
Okay. For us, Mike and I decided that for our godniece's wedding, that we saw that FPR advertised a mini investigation on a Thursday night. So we booked it and booked the entire bridal party to come in. And from then on, other than watching the shows, we were hooked at that point. So
I remember that night.
There were 12 of us all there.
And so for me, I was always a fan of the paranormal shows and believed in the paranormal and all of that. And I started at Belle Grove Plantation at the public investigations back when, like, to the beginning of the public investigations, when literally I think all there was some K2s, a couple of K2s, and maybe a recorder, and then a couple years later, here I am.
So what were the shows that you enjoyed watching that got you hooked onto the paranormal?
Ghost Hunters and then Paranormal State. That's what started it all for me. Those two shows right there. The OGs.
Hey, Paranormal Theory in the house.
For us, Ghost Hunters, same thing.
Same. Back in the day, there weren't many to choose from, right?
That was pretty much it.
Yeah,
when it
that's
first
true.
came out, that was pretty much it.
That's true.
And
I would love to know you guys' favorite piece of equipment. If you could only take one piece, what would it be?
Recorder.
Dowsing rods.
I'm going to go with recorder. It's become my favorite.
That's right.
It's become my favorite. John has converted me over.
Put me in the dark and give me a recorder. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Why are dowsing rods your favorite piece of equipment, Shonda?
Just because it doesn't take any like electronics, and you don't have to question. You can actually feel it when something's manipulating them. That, while I love the EVPs and what we get on the recorders, it's dowsing rods or something that if you're getting answers from that, it kind of takes it back to the basics.
How do you guys prepare for like an investigation?
We
A
eat
public or
dinner.
private investigation?
Uh-oh.
We eat food.
Oh yeah.
We do
That's
eat.
always good.
You ever heard of fourth meal?
Yeah, I've heard of a fourth meal before.
Okay.
That's
Just
what
make
about
sure.
1 a.m.
Yep.
No, I mean, if it's a public event, we all go to dinner ahead of time. We discuss what we're going to do and who's going to do what and who's going to be in this group, who's going to be in that group.
Right.
And then we have our set rotations, the way we do things, and we just go through the night like that. And if we need to switch anybody throughout the night, as far as investigators, we will. If the things are jiving with the groups and the rooms are kind of dead or whatnot, we'll switch places with people and, change out, things like that. Now, if it's a private investigation at somebody's home or business or whatnot, we, do a lot of research leading up to that. Of course, you got to see who can go and who can't go. And kind of the same deal. You attack the investigation off of some of the info that you've dug up and gotten from the business owner or the homeowner, and you just go at it like that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Paranormal Theory says, I have a terrible habit of not eating before we film and always have the demon tummy rumbles, which we've all experienced at one point
Yeah, I've had
during an
that.
investigation.
Well, you learn what to eat, what not to eat.
Yes.
True. This is true.
Yeah.
Although, I think if we were filming, I don't know that I'd probably pick different choices for what we eat.
Yeah.
If I knew it was going to be filmed. So I'm with you on that. I get it.
Have you guys ever had a moment when you're investigating that scared you and made you want to run for the hills? Any fun stories on that?
For me, no. I really, nothing startles me. You know what I mean? Nothing startles me. But how about you guys?
Johnny, what's your experience? You tell it. I know I'm part of it, but you tell it.
I think I know that.
Then I have another one. Actually that I thought of today.
It was Sweet Springs, the 3rd floor. I had been there a few months before, and the one hallway, you got this growling noise when another female and I stepped across the threshold. The rest of the group had already gone down the hallway and heard nothing. So when we all went back a few months later, we decided that we were going to try to see if it was if we could recreate it. Well, Kim, Rhonda, and I went walking down one hallway, kind of doing a nurses sweep like you would, like the nurses would do back at, or I guess anytime. And Mike and John had gone down a different hallway. Well, we're walking down through there, and the 3 of us stop at the end of the hallway, kind of to see what else we could do. And the 3 of us heard this Scooby-Doo sound, is all we could describe it as. Well, we all looked at each other and we're like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yes. And we took off running back towards the nurses' station. And of course, Kim had just had surgery and was with a cane. And when she yelled, wait, I can't move as fast, the 3 of us stop and look at each other and bust out laughing, and then went back down the hallway. And of course, Mike and John are like, y'all are crazy. But and I wouldn't say that it was like a fear. It was just a startle, because you expect, well, I don't know what you expect, but it was almost comical of the sound that this thing made. And after talking to other people, whatever it is that we think it's a male, he likes to get the women together and see what kind of rise he can get out of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then the other time, I've never been really scared. Every time it's been startled, and John will remember this. It was my first investigation with FPRI outside of like the cabin and you know, Belle Grove and things like that. And we had gone to not Sweet Springs, we'd gone to St. Albans.
Mm-hmm.
And we got there, it's already almost dark. There's no lights. If you've ever been to St. Albans, it's pitch black dark. We were roaming some hallways. Kim and I, neither one had gotten the lay of the land. So we are literally just praying we don't lose John because we don't know where we're going. And John has this ringtone of screaming goats. And so we're in the pitch black dark at like 2 a.m. and the screaming goat goes off. And we were just about ready to pee ourselves. We were like, what was that? He's
Surprised nobody jumped up there on his shoulders.
That's funny because you're already tense enough as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And
Even more scarier.
I'd definitely have a heart attack if that happened to me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Jump scares are the worst.
Oh yeah, especially there. It's dark. It's really
Yeah.
dark.
And having no clue, I didn't even know where we were in regards to the building by that point because we had gone so many different times.
Been there yet.
I had no clue where we were. That happened. We were like, what was that?
That'll wake you up. If you're tired before, not tired anymore, that's for sure.
Nope.
So how did you guys become the lead team for Belle Grove Plantation?
How did we become the group for that? Well,
yeah.
We were watching Kindred Spirits one evening when the episode was being shown from Belle Grove Plantation. And at the very end of the episode, they showed a commercial for the Paracon that they were doing back in 2019. So when I seen that, I was like, that's right down the street. I mean, I've been by there a million times. I've never been in there. We went by there. We were the first team to sign up as a sponsor for the event, for the Paracon. And it kind of led to us, helping with this, helping with that, helping with this. And I think it was May or April of 2019, we started helping with public investigations. And, 5 or 6 years later, here we are, still doing them. We've done quite a few over the 5 or 6 years. This weekend starts 2025 public events at Belle Grove. We're having a paranormal lockdown event this weekend. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And
is that event sold out?
It's not sold out yet. There's a few tickets left. If you jump on our Facebook page and hit the link, you can still purchase tickets for the event.
Yeah, 2 tickets too. You can do the 7 to 12. Or you can do 7 to 5 a.m. with us. Your choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you ever investigated all night long like that?
Tell us about the lockdowns. How do they work? What can people expect?
Well, we break into groups, kind of like you do at a public event. We have 3 rotations. Then we have a break. Then we give everybody some free time, about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of free time throughout the night to investigate. And then after that, we continue with the event with the people that are staying all night. But some of the things we do during the night, like we all have our own little things that we do. Like I'm big on EVPs and things like that. Shonda's big on dowsing rods. Rhonda does pendulum.
Yeah, we do pendulum. Yeah, we do everything.
We do everything.
Yeah. We'll do SD sessions. We'll do dowsing rods and pendulums. We'll do human pendulum. Yep. We'll do, like I said, SDs. We'll do, just REM pods and things of that nature out there. Flashlights, table tipping.
Oh yeah,
that's one of our favorites. So
we do a little bit of everything.
You have people set up in different spots and you go rotate towards them, or are you all grouped together with one person and you all go different spots?
Yeah, we all have certain areas that we work. Like I'm usually in the caretaker's house. we'll have somebody in the basement. We'll have somebody in like the library. If the weather's decent, we'll be in the outdoor kitchen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those are your main rotation spots up to midnight. Now, after midnight for the lockdown, we kind of leave it up to the guests on like what you want to do, where you want to go. Then we'll maybe hit the attic or, you know, do other spots in the house, some of the bedrooms or whatnot. But it's their investigation. I mean, we interact very well with the guests, and we usually have good results when we do these, don't we, guys?
Yeah.
Which room would you say, if you could pick one that has most activity, which one would it be?
Oh man, go ahead, Rhonda. What do you think?
It depends on the night.
Mm.
I would say the two. Ooh.
It varies.
All right. I'm going to say the two most active places that we can go on a regular basis. The top one would be the caretaker's house. The second one would be the basement. However, when there's not overnight guests that are at the bed and breakfast, if we can go in the Madison bedroom, we get a lot of doors opening on their own, rocking chairs rocking on their own, doors to an elevator open by themselves. We get quite a bit in the Madison bedroom when we can go in there.
Nice. Seems like everybody likes table tipping in the chat.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, table tipping is
Yeah.
awesome. We got our own table that we take with us, and we haul that thing around with our gear,
Yeah.
with the little bit of gear that we have.
Yeah, we've been doing a little bit more with like mirror scrying and things like that as well. So we're kind of starting to incorporate some newer things in.
We might try that this weekend. It's been a while since we've done that.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
that
bought
sounds
this
fun.
mirror just for that reason. First time I ever tried it was in the caretaker's house upstairs with RVA Paranormal.
I love it.
I say, what's some of the history behind the plantation?
Well, James Madison was born there, on a cabin on that property, and the mansion was built over top of that in 1791. I mean, it was a Union headquarters for a short period of time during the war. Numerous people lived there. It's been a cattle farm. It's been all kind of different things through the years. Yeah, I mean, it's been several things over the years.
Mm.
It's got a outdoor kitchen. It's got the smokehouse and the ice house. Those are 3 original buildings that are left on the property.
Mm.
So we don't really investigate the smokehouse or the ice house, but we do the outdoor kitchen quite a bit. Like I said, depends on the weather. I mean, it's either usually really hot or really cold. So there's a sweet spot for that building.
Hello, Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, then you got bees and birds in there to worry about, big spiders,
skunks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've got chased by a skunk before down there.
What about so that's great. So what about what's on y'all's bucket list? What do you hope to get to investigate in 2025 that you have not done yet?
For me, it's Tala, Trans-Allegheny. I've never been there to investigate. We're finally going this year for us, for me anyway. How about you, Shonda?
Probably Trans-Allegheny. I've been there, but did not get to do. Mike did a public investigation there, but I did not get to do the actual investigation. So it'll be the first time actually investigating, but I have been to the building.
So as you can tell, we're all stoked for our trip to Trans-Allegheny. But if we can squeeze them in anytime this year, I'd like to do. Well, I'd be excited if we could do Hinsdale House or Wilson Castle.
I've done both of them.
Now, like all-time bucket list. Like if there was anywhere I could go, Winchester Mystery House.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Love that.
Helena King asks, what's the most untraditional thing you do at investigations? With me, I tell spirits rude jokes. The amount of EVPs we've gotten with them telling us jokes is amazing. or have also been known to flirt with them. Do you guys do anything like weird at your investigations to get a response?
We don't do
John
any
tells
flirting.
dad jokes.
Yeah, I tell dad jokes. We've gotten some responses too now.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a good dad joke.
Yeah.
Good investigation
No
going.
matter
that's for
what
sure.
era you're talking to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we've gotten some good results out of that, haven't we, guys?
Yeah, we
Yes.
have. We have.
I mean, some of the best things we've ever gotten is us just kind of cutting
When we're goofing
loose,
off.
talking and chatting.
Mm-hmm.
And we catch things that way, you know, because we have our serious moments, then we have our play around moments, just like everybody when you investigate, you know.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot of stuff when, you know, we just kind of being ourselves and
Have fun.
chatting and not really paying attention to the spirits, just talking to each other. They'll start wanting to interact with you more.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just, I mean, you know, we always ask the same old questions, you know. Just ask different questions, you know. About the, you know, I always say it's about anything, the weather, anything. It don't have to be about, oh, have you seen the butler today or whatnot. I mean, the same old questions get old.
Mm-hmm.
No question's a stupid question. So whatever you ask them,
That's
they'll
correct.
probably respond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And silly jokes are bad. Depends on how you look at it. Sometimes the worst dad jokes are the best dad
Yeah,
jokes.
hey, I need to do that at Pampa, Chris. We'll get together.
You find some
Yeah.
Civil War dad jokes to ask them.
Yep.
Now, do you guys have like any common misconceptions that you guys gone to, like different places, and you know, people would say like, oh, we're hearing like something that's like unusual, but it's really not there type of thing.
We'll let the girls answer that one.
You've been more places than us. Let me think.
Oh, I've done several places, yeah.
Yeah, let me think. I don't know. I don't know if it was misconceptions, but you know, I was actually kind of scared to go to St. Albans just because of what I'd heard about it, and also the fact that I am a sensitive. So I was really nervous about that and like how that energy would affect me and how it would go overall, because I'd never been in that environment. And then you hear some things there that can be really negative, and it was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
Right, because I know some people, investigators that I talked to, said like, you know, if they do like a private home, you know, they say, oh, it's haunted or there's something, but it's nothing like that at all. And when they go in and investigate, so I didn't know if you guys had anything similar or, you know,
Well,
think the same thing.
For me, my second visit to Hinsdale, because you know, you go there and you hear about all the stories there and the exorcisms and whatnot performed there, you know, and everybody's focused on the upstairs and the closet because it's supposed to be a portal and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting up there in our second visit, and Cindra and John and Lynn were saying I was talking all weird and stuff, and then I supposedly cocked an attitude and got kind of shitty with Lynn and slammed the door. I mean, something affected me to where I wasn't me. Our second visit. And, you know, I went outside on the little shed thing out there in the back, and they come out and go, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "Well, you just cut Lynn off and shut the door in her face." And I go, "I did? I don't even remember doing it," you know? And then, you know, the next day we go to leave, and one of the stories there is you go to leave and your car won't start. Well, ours did that. Dead battery. So anyway, I haven't been there since, it's probably been 3 years now. And but I would love to go back, Rhonda.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. What's one piece of advice you guys would give to an aspiring paranormal investigator that's never done it before?
That's never done it before?
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe everything you see on TV.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, you know, a lot of the people that we do investigations with in the public, they're so caught up on what they see on TV, and they think everything's going to happen like this.
Mm-hmm.
There's many a nights we're just sitting there and nothing's happening. So the TV aspect, you know, it doesn't go down like that. I mean, you watch a 45-minute episode on TV, but you really don't realize they've been there 3 days to a week to try to get you those 45 minutes to watch. So, yeah, we have investigations a lot, public ones, and some nights we get some things, some nights we don't. But, you know, some people really expect us to get something, don't they, Rhonda?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're like, I didn't see no ghosts. I'm like, well, the last time I seen one was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that publics are like, I won't say they're fun, but for us they can be a little stressful because you want to make sure everybody has a good time. You hope for the best. We hope they'll see something. We hope something will happen, but we can't guarantee anything. So we have to entertain them in the dark when there's nothing happening.
Well, you know, it's the energy too that people bring to the investigation.
Yeah.
So if the energy's flat and kind of the investigation is going to be you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's true.
We've turned some non-believers to believers before now. There's been a few.
I noticed when you lead an investigation, John, you always keep people very very interactive with the people in the groups to keep, you know, because it does get slow, especially when it gets later on in the evening and they've been sitting in the dark for hours and maybe one or two things happen. It's kind of it's hard to keep their interest.
Yeah, I do a lot of talking. But you have to. You have to.
Yeah.
And everybody does it different too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite pieces of evidence you've captured from Belle Grove?
Ooh.
Who wants to start?
You go first.
Oh, man.
Ryan said the order was you, Shonda, me.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I have several, but we can start with this one. We were doing it was a ghost tour one night. We had a couple guests that were staying there overnight. It was me and Tyler and a few of us. We were in the caretaker's house. We had a camera set up that night, a Wise camera. And we're sitting in there, you know, doing some EVPs and whatnot, talking. And the freaking door to the caretaker's house, the handle turned and opened right up. Caught it on camera. And that lady about pooped herself. That was, you know, one of our guests. She couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's one thing. Another one, was it 2 or 3 years ago now? When that blood moon, we had that blood moon. I don't know how many years ago that was. We were in the caretaker's house again upstairs. And we were doing EVPs and whatnot, you know. And we heard music playing. It sounded like piano music, and there's no piano in there. And we had a K2 meter slide across the floor like 6 inches. And that's just a couple. I mean, you guys want to go?
Well, the night that we were actually there for the bridal party, it was our group was split into two groups, and John and Mike were upstairs with part of the group, and then Sandra and I and the rest of the group were downstairs in the caretaker's cottage. And we're actually asking questions downstairs, and they got a response upstairs with "get out." So I think that was what really clinched it for us, you know, that getting that information. And then another night it was Rhonda and I at the caretaker's cottage with Sean from Hill City, and we were using the dead bell. And it was like, 4 in the morning?
It was 4 in the morning.
Yeah. And we were just stupid silly at that point, and Rhonda got the dead bell to just really respond like we've never really had it respond before. And then I have to say it was one more was I was completely by myself. I was actually staying after one of the investigations, and I was staying in the Conway room, and was sitting there reading a book with my feet up. The TV was on, and felt this brush under my arm of what we believe is the cat that is there, and it like brushed right up under my arm on the couch. So yeah, a lot of fun things there.
I think my most memorable evidence we got was in the basement. We had a really, really small group that particular night. It was me and John, and I think Tyler. I think Tyler was there. And I know we were in the basement. We had a small group, and there was a young guy. I would say he was 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, he was
never been on an investigation, and we had him he wanted to do an SD session. And the session's going on, and all of a sudden, I kind of noticed this big, bright white light kind of towards the floor, near some equipment we had. And John speaks up, and he said, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "I did." He said, "That white ball." And it just kind of floated up.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, the guy under SD says, "Look up, look up, look up, look to the corner, look in the corner." We all look to the corner, and there comes another light.
Yep.
Wow.
Then it even got better. Because we were getting such good interaction with the SDs, John started doing things like, "Hey, can you knock like this? Knock, knock. Can you do certain things?" Well, John said, "Can you knock?" And the guy said, "I'm going to do it. Pay attention.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to do it." And then sure enough, there came a knock.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty wild. It was announcing what it was going to do, and it was happening.
Yeah, and making sure we would pay attention to what it was doing.
Yeah, that is awesome. When you guys have these public investigations and you have new people come and investigate with you guys, how do you guys handle when somebody wants to join? Like, is there a process? Do you not take any more people? How does that work?
Oh man, it took me years to accept new team members. I have a great team now. Great team. But I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've tried several team members over the years, and none of it really worked. You get people that want to join, and they're there for the thrill of the whole thing. They're not there. They don't take it serious. I mean, it's hard to find somebody who wants to spend all their free time spending money to go places to do this and do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you find them,
Right.
You know what I mean? You just know. But we're not accepting new members right now. No. But
I guess we could ask the ladies, how did you guys know that this was your team?
Shonda?
It felt like family.
Yes.
We from like I said, our very first experience of investigating was with John and Sandra on that Thursday night at Belle Grove. And then Mike and I would go and do quite a few publics. I mean, we had probably investigated 2 years doing publics, Pamplin, the cabin, places like that. And of course, Belle Grove, every chance we had. And just investigating with John, Sandra, Kim, Rhonda, and now Jason, Mike, and I, it just feels like family. We get together for birthdays. We, send each other messages all day long. It's just, it felt like it was where you were supposed to be.
Felt genuine. Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. And being as like my first investigations started with John, I feel like I learned how investigations and how to investigate from John. So, I mean, I kind of picked up how he does things and liked how it worked. And it's just family. I mean, a lot of people say that, but it like we're all tight.
Yeah.
We're one big family.
I love that.
Yeah.
How important do you think that is during an investigation to have that trust with your teammates?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, in a weird way, we all know what each other's going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's big, plays out big.
But that's good though, because then if something goes wrong through an investigation, and that person, whoever it is not their normal self, you're like, okay, let's get them out. Like, we know this is not, Rhonda, or this is not John, or whoever. They can go in and help you come out of whatever you are.
Yeah, we've done that before. The vibe wasn't right. We've shifted people around in a
Yep.
group. Yeah, we've done that in the past.
Well, and we also know what each person, what their strength is, what their weakness is. Like it's I say I'm there for comedy relief most of the time. I don't like being in the dark.
Yeah.
So but yet I sit in the dark, but they all know if you leave her in the dark, it's not gonna be pretty. So
But you know that you have to have somebody with you or nearby to come and get you.
You know, so everybody kind of knows each person's little quirk of what what they are comfortable with. We know each other's boundaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they were even talking about that at the Paracon. So Sean and I sat in on a panel, and they were talking about how, one guy was talking about how somebody in his team realized he was, I guess, he was taking on the mannerisms of whoever he was connected with on the spirit side, and he was really changing. And Sean was like, "You've done that." Like, it takes somebody on the team looking and saying, "You don't look right," or "Something's not right." To say, "Are you okay?" You know what I mean? But the other thing is the importance of being close. And I was like, "You are in the dark more times than not, doing nothing." You better like the people you're with.
Yeah, that's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, guys, we're getting close to the end of the show. If you girls have any last questions you want to ask?
Yeah, I have one. How do you guys protect yourself, like after an investigation or before going into an investigation?
Kim has that spray, right?
Yeah. We all got spray.
We all got spray.
Yeah.
Spray to bottom of your feet.
Yeah, I have my special spray my mentor makes. She's in the chat. And I have to have that when I go out.
Yeah, we're big on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do go to some crazy places now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have this weekend starts a bunch of things for us for the whole year as far as public and private events.
Yeah. So how would so did they go to your Facebook page to find out how to join these public events?
Yes, if you go to our Facebook page, anything involved with Belle Grove, when she posts it, I post it.
Okay.
With the link and whatnot, where you can purchase tickets and do this and that. If you can't find it there, Virginia Paranormal Events page.
Okay.
John Stevens tends to shares it there. Yeah, and of course our page. If you jump on our Facebook page, you can get there by hitting at FPRI team. It has all our social media listed on there. You can get any of our social media from there. We have all of our public events on there. We have some private events posted on there too that we're doing this year. We still have a handful of things that we're still lining up for the rest of the year as far as private events. But action-packed year, man. We stay busy.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It won't
Working
stop
50 hours
till
a week and
November.
doing this is not enough. You know what I mean?
I remember it was last year sometime. I think John, you came down to the cabin, did investigation. It was like on a Friday night, and then you went to Belle Grove. It was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Honestly, I would be a complete zombie if I tried doing that. I would be.
It's weird, like during the week, 10 o'clock, I'm a pumpkin. You know what I mean? But on the weekends, I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do it.
I mean, I drove all the way to Hinsdale for a weekend, slept for 2 hours, and drove all the way back home.
You built different.
I tell people this all the time, especially if we drive a distance to go somewhere. I didn't drive here to sleep. I'm here to investigate.
My shoulders.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm impressed. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
One of these days, we'll have to have you guys back for a paranormal reaction video when we react to your EVPs and stuff you captured out there at
There
Belle
you go.
Grove. Fun.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We have quite a few of those. We got
Yeah.
some good ones too. Some really good ones.
We do a Freaks React video at the end of every month, so we'll pick a random Tuesday at the end of the month, and we'll have you guys back on
That'll work.
if that works. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on, and
Thank you.
I will
Thank
see
you.
you guys on Saturday.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
Belle Grove Plantation.
Yes.
Excited about that. We'll see you. All right, John. See you later.
Have a
Shonda.
good night.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you later. All right, guys. Only the hosts remain. That was a fun. You girls did a great
job,
job
y'all.
It was fun.
Thank you.
on the
Thank you.
show. Hope you guys had fun.
We
I
did.
did.
You got
And
the first one behind you now. You're good to go.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember I did
breathe.
the one last year with you guys with
That's right,
with
you
the
did.
broken
That's
slip.
right.
Slips.
that's right. I've seen you on other shows before. I think you were on with God,
Was it
it-
Susan? I think-
yeah,
Friday night.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And were you on the show with Lisa? The show was on this.
I haven't
this
been on
time?
with no, I haven't been on with Lisa yet.
But yeah, you did a great job, Ashley. You did awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me do this.
No problem. It was fun. I hope you guys will be able to make it out to Belle Grove sometime.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
go.
Get out
I might
there.
have to see if I got anything going on this weekend. 'Cause I haven't been there yet, and I really want to go.
If
So.
you're not available this weekend, we've got, I think, another event the following weekend, the 15th.
Okay.
Then,
That's
we'll be
okay.
then I think we'll be at Belle Grove again. If I remember correctly, it's April. There'll be another event.
Okay, yeah. We'll
I
have to
will
check
be
it out.
there at one of them because I
Awesome.
want to see this.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely have to check it out.
And don't forget, at the end of May, we have got Cabin Con
Woohoo.
Oh, yay.
2025.
Yes, I'm excited for that too because I haven't been there either.
I know.
Catching up.
I know because you missed the last one, Ashley.
I know. Guys, dry sockets in the mouth are no fun game.
No,
Yeah.
I completely understand that.
I was crushed because I really wanted to go.
I know because Howie's like, I'm missing somebody. I'm like, Ashley. He goes,
Yeah,
that's right.
that was sad.
Yeah.
But there was no way.
It happens.
We were talking about earlier, if we're sitting in the dark and nothing's
Mhm.
happening, and all you think about is how bad your teeth hurt,
Mhm.
that is not a fun time.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
Nope.
I wouldn't want to be sociable
No.
in that circumstance at all. So
No, I don't want
Yeah.
nobody talking to me. Just leave me
Mhm.
alone. Let me say, do what I need
But-
to do. Put ice packs on my cheek.
I will
Yes.
definitely be at Cabin Con because I'm excited to check it out finally.
Perfect. we have other investigations, like we have one on the 15th of February, the
Oh.
Al Capone
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like
Valentine's
fun.
Day investigation.
Ooh.
That's
That
a
does sound
Saturday,
fun.
right?
Yeah, and I think Haunted Nights is coming. I think in April with the Wraith Chasers to do an
Nice.
investigation
That should
out
be
there.
fun.
So you don't necessarily have to wait until the end of May to come out to the cabin.
Mhm.
We do have other investigations coming up, and we have an investigation at Pamplin Park, I think, in March
Ooh.
as well. So
Okay. I'll keep my eyes open so I can sign
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
we're staying busy. Everyone in chat, thank you so much for tuning in to the show. We definitely appreciate you guys. Helena, Sindra, Chris, Jeff from Bel Air House, Ronnie, Paul Fowler, Ronnie Anderson, Lois Clark was in the house tonight. Sarah Rage is it Rage or Ragey? Do you know how to pronounce it?
I think it's rage, but I'm not. I could be wrong. But if it's not, I like it as rage.
I like it Rage too. Glenda Dawson, Ronnie Anderson, Kevin, Z-Sun Dragon, Angela Ellison, everyone who tuned in. We appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Next week we have got Dana Marie Vollmer coming back.
Nice.
We're gonna rewind it,
Readings.
replay it. We're going to do free tarot card readings next
Ooh.
Tuesday night. Hopefully she's over whatever she had.
Oh, yeah.
And we will have her back on and we'll be doing that. So guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the show. And like I said, go follow FPRI on Facebook, and they're on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Follow us, the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. Kristen and Ashley. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
And we will see you next week. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.